Greetings and welcome to our 2022 South Carolina School Improvement Council Virtual Awards Ceremony. I'm Tom Hudson. I'm Executive Director of the South Carolina School Improvement Council, and I will be your host. This is an exciting time, not just because we're going to recognize and hear from 5 absolutely outstanding school improvement councils, or as we'll be honoring excellence in local SIC reporting and saluting a tireless SIC advocate. But because school improvement councils are beginning their 45th year in serving our state's K through 12 public schools, their students, families, and their communities. So South Carolina was one of the first states in the U.S. to utilize these parent educator community advisory bodies, which were created through 1977's Education Finance Act. So here we are 45 years later, celebrating together the vital and meaningful work school improvement councils do week in and week out, and highlighting the excellence of our 5 finalists for this year's Dick and Tunky Roddy Award for School Improvement Council Excellence. This award, of course, is named for former U.S. Education Secretary and South Carolina Governor Richard Riley and his late wife, and it highlights the couple's commitment to public education and the Secretary Riley's ongoing support of SICs and their input at the local level. But before we proceed, I would like to recognize a few folks who we have with us today. I believe we have some SIC board members with us, and I'm going to kind of scroll down and read your names out. We have our board chair, Bob Grant, who we'll hear from in a little bit. We have from Florence, board member Carol Hill, also from our board, King Lawrence from Aiken County, and Marianne Bird from Kershaw, Sally Cooks, who is from Trenton, South Carolina, and is our current board vice chair, Stuart Cooner, member from West Columbia. And did I miss anybody who's here? I think I got everybody from our board, but also I'd like to recognize from our SCSIC staff, our Associate Director, Karen Utter, who's also with us here this morning. So thank you all for all that you do to help SCSIC and our local SICs across the state. We have another special guest who could not be with us physically today, but who wanted to share her best wishes, and I wanted to share those with you right now.
Hello everyone, I'm Molly Spearman and I'm so honored to serve as your State Superintendent of Education. Thank you for participating in this virtual award ceremony for the School Improvement Council. You know, it's been 45 years that the councils have been in place. I remember well back when I was teaching and serving as an assistant principal, and we elected our first School Improvement Council members. It's so important to have parents, community leaders involved in the local schools. That's how we can be successful, and now more than ever, we need your participation. So we have over 1,100 councils with over 12,000 members. So thank you so much for your service and your dedication to making our South Carolina public schools as strong as possible. Also, congratulations to the 5 finalists of the Dick and Tunky Riley Award winners for best practices happening in schools across the state. I know you'll learn a lot from them, listen well, and take back great ideas to your school so that we can continue to improve our services to all our students and our families. Good luck, thank you again, and congratulations, School Improvement Council members.
And certainly thank you to Superintendent Spearman. We're grateful for the support and friendship that she has shown school improvement councils during her terms as our state superintendent of education. And I would like to take this opportunity to recognize our 5 finalists for this year's Dick and Tunky Roddy Award for SIC Excellence. They are in alphabetical order. The Bookman Road Elementary SIC, Richland School District 2, Dr. Kendra Hill, Principal, Ms. Faith Shahan, SIC Chair. Greer Middle SIC, Greenville County Schools, Ms. Stephanie Lackey, Principal. and Ms. Ann Kelsey Ziebert, SIC Chair. Joseph Keels, Elementary SIC, Richland School District 2. Ms. Alvira Butler, Principal. Mr. Malcolm Presley, SIC Chair. Lavelle McCampbell, Middle, SIC, Aiken County Public School District. Dr. Tiffany Hall, Principal. Mr. Robert Wise, SIC Chair. And Millwood Elementary SIC, Sumter School District. Dr. Cornelius Leach, Principal, and Ashley Brandell, SIC Chair. But before we hear from our finalists, I would like to call on our SCSIC Board Chair, Mr. Bob Grant, for two very special announcements. Mr. Chair.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, everybody. We're so glad that you're able to join us. So on behalf of the South Carolina School Improvement Council Board of Trustees, it gives me pleasure as the chair to present two very well-deserved awards this morning. Our first award is the 2022 Award of Merit for SIC Report to the Parents Excellence. State statute requires that each school improvement council prepare and distribute an annual SIC report to the parents each spring to inform their school communities of work in progress toward established improvement goals. This award, now in its 5th year, is intended to recognize report content, clarity, and design appeal, as well as to stress the importance of the SIC report to the parents to our school communities. South Carolina School Improvement Council staff and Board of Trustees members review all SIC reports to the parents posted to the online SC-SIC member network, and through discussion and consensus, determine an annual award recipient. This year, I'm pleased to announce that the winner of this year's Award of Merit for SIC Report to the Parents Excellence is the Improvement Council of Saxe-Agatha Elementary in Lexington County School District 1. With us this morning is Principal Beth Hauk and members of the Saxe-Agatha Elementary SIC. Congratulations to this group. Congratulations to Beth. We were formerly colleagues in Lexington 1. And so Beth, if you are there, if you would like to make any remarks, or your members of your SIC council.
Wow, this is a great honor for our School Improvement Council and our school. We have worked very hard to continue to get parents involved, and believe it or not, this is one of the good things that has come from COVID is we've this year have had, and last year had, a lot of our School Improvement Council meetings on Zoom, and parents can join us from the ball field, outside the dance studio, or from the kitchen. And it's increased our participation in our School Improvement Council. But we announced this to our School Improvement Council members on Tuesday, and they were a little surprised like I was. So thank you. I know Amy Cooper, our assistant principal, who kind of leads this, is on today. I'm not sure if any of our other members are here, but what an honor. Thank you all very much for all you do.
You do great things with your community. So our next award is has been presented annually since 2003. It is the SIC Advocate of the Year Award. This award recognizes exemplary efforts on behalf of the school improvement councils across South Carolina by individuals and others that are actively supporting and promoting the work of SICs within their sphere of influence. Previous recipients of this award have included school principals, principal and SIC chair teams, SIC district contacts, school board members, state education leaders, legislators, and many others. As school improvement councils are beginning their 45th year of service in South Carolina schools and students, our 2022 award recipient has been selected as he has been in on SICs from the very beginning. As an elected student member to his high school SIC 45 years ago. Over the years and throughout his career as an educator, he has served on and worked with SICs as a teacher, assistant principal, district level administrator, and now as the superintendent. Before becoming interim and then superintendent of his district in 2019, he served for a number of years as his district's SIC district contact. Currently, he is a member of the SIC Board of Trustees. He has continually supported the work and promoted the values of local SICs for their schools, students, families, and communities. It is my distinct pleasure to announce that our 2022 SC-SIC Advocate of the Year, Mr. King Lawrence, Superintendent of the Aiken County Public School District. Congratulations, King, and we'd love to hear from you.
Well, thank you, Bob. I really appreciate that. I appreciate this is an incredible honor. As you said, I've been associated with SICs for a very long time. I can remember being in the Strom Thurmond High School library in the late 70s for our first couple of meetings. I'm not sure I knew what was going on at the time, but it stuck with me. I've served as a parent, as a teacher. I worked very hard with my SICs as a principal and I served as a district contact and I just believe in what SICs can do. I believe that when schools and parents and community members all work together, there's no limit to what we can accomplish for our students. So thank you. I'm very humbled and honored and I appreciate it. Thank you.
And again, congratulations to you, King, and congratulations again to Beth and your team at SCSIC on well-deserved awards and for the work that you do on behalf of your students in your school or district and for the schools. So Tom, I'm going to turn things back over to you, and that was great.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Appreciate that. And certainly congratulations to the SCSIC Elementary SIC and to Superintendent Lawrence. King, thank you so very much for your many years of advocacy for our state school improvement councils. It certainly has been a great deal and has made a significant impact. So now let us begin to hear from our 5 finalists who are going to each tell us a little bit about the work that they did for them to garner this particular honor as being one of the 5 finalists for the 2022 Riley Award for SIC Excellence. And we will proceed in alphabetical order. So let's hear from our first finalist, the Bookman Road Elementary SIC, Richland School District 2, and presenting on behalf of the SIC is Ms. Faith Shahan, SIC Chair.
All right, so again, my name is Faith Sheehan, and I'm the chair for Bookman Road Elementary School School Improvement Council. And this year, Bookman Road is a place where we empower the students to light the way in personal character, academics, and community service. Our focus is in this past school year has been greatly impacted by the pandemic, as everybody else has. It took us all by surprise as we had to maneuver through this pandemic together each day. So every year we assess the climate and culture of our school to see how we can best support our school. And we were very excited to keep 2 of our initiatives, the Light Keepers and Parent Forums. And we had to kind of adjust on our 3rd one and change to a new one, which was words of encouragement to our teachers and staff. So our first initiative is the Light Keepers. And this initiative, we welcome our families to ease the transition to Bookman Road when they come into to our school for the first time. We pair them with a Breeze SIC member so that they can partner with them, help them find services within the community, just make them feel welcome. And but during the 2020-2021 school year, we actually had a huge purpose, which was incorporating 2 new neighborhoods that were rezoned for Bookman Road. So while they weren't new to our district or new to the area, they were new to our school. So prior to being rezoned, we had multiple town hall meetings with those neighborhoods that included our principal, our PTO, and our SIC. We wanted them to know that, that they were going to be welcomed into our school and that there was people there to help them throughout the way and to transition. So our next initiative is our parent forums. And as part of our climate and culture, we evaluate about 4 years ago, we decided to incorporate these parent forums that focused on various topics that concern the parents and community and our students and faculty. Prior to the pandemic, these were all done in person. Since the pandemic did not allow us to meet in person, we obviously decided to go virtual. Adapting to have virtual parent forums allowed us to access parents and community members that might not have been available in person simply because of schedule. So this was really great for us. We knew that our children took a huge toll mentally and emotionally during the pandemic, just not being able to be physically in class with their classmates and having that daily interaction. So deciding to have a virtual parent forum on the e-learning impacts with COVID-19 and the emotional and mental health of our children was vital and very important this past year. So we provided during this parent forum, it was important to bring along our school counselor, social worker, and psychology team because getting their perspective is always important when it comes to the mental and social health of our children. So during this presentation, we wanted to provide tools to the parents that could assist them when their kids aren't at school. We wanted a place for understanding and support as it relates to the social and emotional health, and establish opportunity to collaborate and how this was going to affect us during the pandemic. It is always a pleasure. I'm always excited to have our school counselor and social worker participate in these parent forums, again, because they can really help us understand the perspective of the mental and emotional welfare, which is really important. This was no different this year, and these are just a few slides that they provided during the presentation part of the parent forum to help the parents and the community members have an understanding of what social and emotional learning, what types of issues we were finding during the pandemic because and how that affected our children's learning, not only just physically, but also the emotional and social problems that they might face. So obviously these are talking about different types of emotions that are normal, and then also providing resources and things that the parents can do at home with their kids when they're not in school to help them throughout this past year and continue that forward, just to make sure that we are, helping our kids along the way. So our last initiative that we did this year is the Words of Encouragement. So the pandemic did not allow us to participate in one of our initiatives, which was to help in the classrooms, where we would, help with any project. We would copy, we would print, we would cut things out for the different teachers whenever we could. And we also would drop off lunches on the half days to our staff when they had training days. So since we couldn't participate physically, we had to find another innovative way to support our staff and our teachers during the pandemic. So these are just a few of the words of encouragement that we decided to start sending monthly and sometimes bi-weekly to our staff. Each SIC member sent these out, and we also dropped off donuts through the car rider line just to say, that we're here and we're here to support you. So these are just a few of some of the encouragements that we sent out to our teachers. We miss you, we love you, we stand with you. Be brave. This is one of the hardest jobs, but it's one of the most rewarding, and you're there with our kids every single day, making sure that they become, wonderful adults in our society. So, so this was one of the last initiatives that we did this past year to help throughout the pandemic and support our teachers. So in conclusion, the climate and culture of our school is vital to ensuring that we are a place of empowerment for our students. a place where we light the way in personal character, academics, and community. And I just want to take the time to thank our principal, Dr. Hill, Mr. Relaford, and the vice chair for the SIC, Tiffany Brown, who's been my partner and has been there every single day these past years, just helping us to get to this point. I'd like to thank, it's an honor to be here with everybody else and these other wonderful SICs and schools and the things that we're doing. So I just want to thank the other participants. I'm honored to be here with you. Thank you to our South Carolina SIC team and superintendent for all of your support and for putting on this presentation to honor everyone here who's doing a wonderful job for our students. So thank you very much for your consideration.
Thank you very much, and thank you to the Bookman Road Elementary SIC for some very good work, and congratulations on being one of our 5 finalists for this year's Riley Award.
Thank you very much.
Our next finalist, again going in alphabetical order, is Greer Middle SIC, Greenville County Schools, and presenting for this SIC is the SIC chair, Ms. Ann Kelsey Ziebert.
Thank you so much. It is an honor to be here today and to be a part of this group. We are Greer Middle School, and our motto is work hard, be kind. We place a great emphasis on our relationships with our students and making sure that students feel valued and feel safe and a part of our school. We are a Capturing Kids' Hearts school, and we were named a showcase school for Capturing Kids' Hearts. It is something that we put a lot of time and effort into and that we take a lot of pride in. I am going to play a video to let you get a little bit of a sense of our school.
One, two, three.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Phoebe. Good morning.
Okay, how did you come up with what fruit has the most sugar? I reach up to the sky.
All right, so here's a look at the students that we serve at Greer Middle School. We have over 1,000 students and we have a diverse population. Out of the students at our school, we have just under 20% special education students, about 20% ESOL students. Our gifted and talented population is about 17%. And we have over 70% of our students who are pupils in poverty. So we do have a great deal of need in our community. And that need and really trying to meet our families and our students where they are is what drove our work as part of our SIC. So at the start of the 2020-21 school year, we took the time to examine the needs of our school and our students. We had, of course, just returned to in-person learning after our building closures for 3 months in the spring of 2020. We knew that many of our families had experienced great hardship and stress due to the pandemic and other non-pandemic factors. That 70% of our students were living in poverty really stood out to us. And we knew that when our students walked into the building, we didn't always see that need. We heard from our counselors and our teachers that many of our students were struggling with basic needs. And we knew that these basic needs sometimes prevented our students from being able to learn and achieve in the classroom. We already had all meals at our school, both breakfast and lunch, free for the entire school year. We also had a robust weekend backpack program that our counseling department had put into place. And so we were meeting a lot of the food insecurity needs of our students on weekends and holidays. We determined that food was not an area that we needed to address. So we looked at other areas of need, and we determined that a caring closet was what our school needed. And this caring closet would be stocked with clothing, undergarments, hygiene items to make a significant difference to our students. So at this time, I am going to play a video about our caring closet, and we're going to hope that this one works.
Last year in our SIC, it was really important for us to come up with an initiative that met the needs of our students. The pandemic hit us all hard here at Greer Middle School and across the country, and it was important for us to find something that could really benefit our students and benefit our community.
So right now we are in the Greer Middle School Caring Closet. And the different items that we have here include our different shirts, so all different sorts of sizes with different colors.
What we did and what we came up with was truly amazing. We came up with a caring closet that really allowed our students to come here and feel like they were supported and their needs would be met so they could be successful here academically, socially, emotionally.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
All right, what do we think we need today? It has clothing items, hygiene items, school supplies. We didn't know how important it was for our students until we actually had it. So now we're seeing that our students, they're coming to school knowing that they have their basic needs met here with a closet. So it's a gift that keeps on giving for our students. So what's really neat about our caring closet is the book side of it that we always like to mention.
Students who come into the closet are able to look at and then choose from of which book they want to go home and then read to a sibling, a family member, or even a friend.
And it's just encouraging them that like, hey, this closet is here for you. So we have our books for that reason. Right, this one? Yes. Perfect. So not only are we being able to give them supplies here, we're also teaching them empathy and just being able to take a different sense of self and self-awareness and also perspective.
We're so happy and thankful for United Bank of Greer. They really stepped up. When we put this out there, we put it on our website, we talked about it within the community, and they really stepped up and donations just started coming in with them. So we're so thankful for their partnership and the parents. The parents just knew what our students needed. They may be able to provide these things for their students at home, but to be able to help the other members of our community was just truly amazing.
Bye, have a great day. We'll see you later.
So as you can see, that caring closet has made a huge impact at our school. We have so many students at our school, we had a hard time finding a location for it. So it's not fancy, but it serves the needs of our students. Our administrators, our counselors, our school psychologists, mental health counselor, all those people are able to access the caring closet and make sure that students have what they need. And it's something that just really makes a huge difference for our students. We are honored to be here today. We take a lot of pride in the work that we've done as an SIC, and it is wonderful to be recognized along with the 4 other school improvement councils, and thank you so much for having us here today.
Oh, and thank you, Ms. Kelsey Ziebert, and congratulations to the Greer Middle SIC. Some outstanding work there, and we appreciate you sharing that with us today as part of our ceremony. Now, our third finalist is Joseph Keels Elementary SIC in Richland School District 2. And Ms. Elvira Butler, who is the principal of Joseph Keels, will be the presenter to share some of the work that Joseph Keels SIC has done in the past school year. Ms. Butler?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome to our Joseph Keels Elementary presentation. Joseph Keels is a place where everybody is born to be somebody. I am Elvira Butler, the proud principal of the most magnificent school on the planet. Our vision statement at Joseph Keels is, at Joseph Keels Elementary, we have high expectations for organization and preparation and a mindset without limitations. Look at our beautiful students. We are fortunate to have a caring, intuitive, and vibrant School Improvement Council. Our members are as follows: Malcolm Presley, President; Markeisha Jones, Vice President; Carlene Watkins, SIC Secretary; John Brown, SIC Community Member; Kate Hart, Parent Member; Tornetta Jeter, Parent Member; Whitney Prowell, Assistant Principal; Robert Carswell, Assistant Principal; and yours truly, Elvira C. Butler, Principal. In the 2021 school year, our SIC began with some areas of focus that would benefit our school, with a caveat that we had never encountered before: the effects of the pandemic. Those areas of focus were increasing parent engagement and communication, college and career readiness, academic growth and achievement. So, in increasing parent engagement and communication, the result we came up with was a virtual health and wellness carnival. The SIC really honed in on the fact that in our efforts to increase parent engagement and communication, we needed to find a way to achieve this virtually, and we needed to focus on the needs of parents and families, especially in terms of the pandemic. So from there, the idea of a virtual health and wellness carnival was born. We worked to develop an event that would be attractive and engaging, and boy, did we advertise. We created committees to develop the various components of the carnival, which included our school counselor and other teachers on our staff as well. The development of this appealing site, which included a welcome message, and each part of the animated Ferris wheel was a topic. For example, taking care of your mental health. And I'm going to go here and show you, this is where parents would go for the carnival virtually, and they could click on a topic. And so here, this portion of the Ferris wheel was taking care of your mental health. And if a parent were to click on that, then they would be able to go here. There might be a video, an article. There was a little popcorn fact there about how calming the colors blue and green are. And then there's a self-care chart here and another article. So that's one example. And then if we go back to here, then we had a video on dealing with grief and loss. And so this was a part of the carnival that parents could go to and look for that. And then there was a section on motivating e-learners. How could you work with your child to keep them motivated as an e-learner? So there were lots of options and variety there for parents. Our real attention getter, however, was a live link where we hosted a live workout for parents and students and staff. It was tons of fun. It was a real stress reliever for everybody. and just what the doctor ordered during the pandemic. And here you can see pictured below our Zoom meetings that we conducted for the live workout. So that result of the virtual health and wellness carnival, our goal was truly to address and support parents and families socially and emotionally. Also, SIC members collected pamphlets, hand sanitizer, and other health and wellness related donations from companies like Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and so that parents could come by and pick up those items from the school as a part of their participation in the health and wellness virtual carnival. Our next area of focus was college and career readiness, and we worked to create a virtual college tour, or several virtual college tours. By now, I know we have well over 30 virtual college tours for our students. This met our AVID goals and our goals as a school. I'm going to click on a sample of what some of those tours look like for our students. Here we go.
Our AVID College Tour of the Week is South Carolina State University. All right, so we have arrived at South Carolina State University. Joseph is always virtual college tours, introducing ourselves to virtual colleges, universities, and communities. From JK Morning News Show, college tours consist of online programs of study. In fact, let's take a dive into the virtual tours that are starting to see and explorers at college classroom. Because of these smiles and very now. This is what college class looks like at South Carolina State University. This is an auditorium type class. Everybody up to 100% of the class. Right in South Carolina.
So you can see those were quite engaging tours, and the students really, really loved them, and it really helped to meet our goal to reach them during the pandemic. Here's another result, our JKE mentoring programs. We are so proud of our mentoring programs at JKE. We partnered with the Columbia chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated in order to make connections with some of our 4th grade male scholars. The program is facilitated by our parent educator and is called Lunch Buddies. Students met once monthly virtually, and I'm going to play a little snippet of the virtual encounter, one of the virtual encounters between members of the fraternity and one of our students. And as you know, when you do a recording of a Google meeting, you only can see those people who are speaking. So there are lots of other people on the video, but you will just see an interaction between 2 of the fraternity members and a student.
An act of kindness can change someone's life. And this is what I should do. Become amazing. Peace. People around here when it turns to other team and things like that. It's very important to be asked because of cancer, because of. That's absolutely right. People never forget how to make you feel, right? So if you really want to make an impression on somebody, access is something great for.
Great interactions between those members and our students. We also had the promising Pathways program during the 2021 school year. And you can see them pictured here at the bottom right-hand corner in a classroom with Mr. Carswell. Now, academic growth and achievement is always a focus for all of us. And so it is an ongoing commitment. And based upon our data, the SIC posed the question of how we could improve our science scores. How could the SIC support that? We brainstormed and decided to innovate how we would extend the learning with science to our fourth grade students. Each fourth grade class received and is still receiving a hands-on inquiry-based science lesson weekly, in addition to their rotation to science lab during related arts and their regular science classroom instruction. As you can see, they spent a good bit of time with inquiry and hands-on. And in these slides, you will see they spent significant time outside. We have a beautiful courtyard where our young scholars could go out and explore in the outdoors. And further, I would like to share that here's the results that we got. That's the most important thing. The gap in science scores between Richland 2 and JKE narrowed from 19.8% in 2019 to 10.3% in 2021. And that's during a pandemic year. Further, in spring of 2018, 27.6% of our kids were meeting or exceeding, and we only had 3.9% exceeding. And then in spring of 2019, 25.8% were meeting or exceeding, and only 2.2% exceeding. But after implementing our Science Unlimited program, in this last spring, 29.7% of our kids were meeting and exceeding in science, and 12.5% of those kids were exceeding. That is a great increase of more than 10% during a pandemic year. So we're excited about the Science Unlimited program and the partnership with the SIC in implementing this program. We are proud of the upward momentum and the work that we will continue to do and see this upward trend. Well, thank you for listening to these highlights that came as a result of the advisement and work of our School Improvement Council. Have a great rest of your morning and afternoon from the JKE SIC.
Well, excellent. Thank you very much, Ms. Butler, and congratulations to the Joseph Keels Elementary SIC for some great work for the last school year. And we come to our fourth finalist for this year's O'Reilly Award for SIC Excellence. And we will hear from Lavelle McCampbell Middle SIC, which is an Aiken County Public School District. And presenting on behalf of the SIC this morning is Dr. Deborah McMurtry, SIC member. Dr. McMurtry.
Good morning. First of all, can you all see? I'm trying to share my screen. Do you see the presentation? Okay.
We do.
Excellent. Excellent. I'd like to recognize the leadership of the principal of Lavelle McCampbell Middle School, Dr. Tiffany Hall. Lavelle is a Title I middle school with nearly 700 students, and we're in a new building, but celebrating our 100th year this year, which is pretty exciting. So I'm Deborah McMurtry, and I'm a professor at the University of South Carolina, Aiken. And I've been a member of Lavelle School Improvement Council for 9 years. I think it's a world record. Our SIC is comprised of parents, grandparents, alumni, teachers, students, and community members. And we truly are a community school, and so we'd like to welcome you to our school. So everything at Lavelle is aligned under the 3 areas of the school renewal plan: academics, teacher admin, quality, and climate, which the SIC helps to develop. After aligning our systems last year, we knew that we had to revisit our mission and vision. We surveyed all students, staff, parents, and community members and had over 500 responses. We held an all-day School Improvement Council retreat, took the data from the surveys, and crafted a new vision statement, beliefs, and mission.
Last year, we went to a off-campus retreat meeting where we did put parents through surveys and looked at their data, and we created a new vision together as an entire school. And so we can be better. And our new vision statement is leaving, leading, and leaving a legacy. And living is the 7 habits of highly effective people. Leading is personalized learning, and leaving is community service at our school.
The SIC supported Lavelle's efforts to become a Leader in Me school because we wanted to ensure that all students were equipped with the skills to be successful. Now, through direct lessons and advisory, students are taught explicitly the 7 habits of highly effective people. This year, 81.3% of parents on the SCDE Student Engagement Survey were satisfied with the social and physical environment of the school. Also, school discipline referrals were reduced by 60%.
Hi, my name is Litzy, and I've been in School Improvement Council for the last 2 years. I've gone into leadership, and I've been here to live it. We wrote a letter of support to be a Leader in Me school, and ever since we've learned the 7 habits by direct lessons. We have clubs that meet once in a while.